Hey guys, how are you today? It's a beautiful Monday. We're like 70 degrees out there, but the wind is blowing quite fierce, and so I think tomorrow they're actually predicting snow. Hooray for this crazy spring weather we're having, right? I know many other of you have been riding the roller coaster. 70 snow, 70 snow, 70 snow. And it's just the way it is, right? So, how are you guys? I'm great. I'm tired. I totally wasn't going to do one tonight until I got home, and then I was looking at the pile of things and I thought I should do the things. So, let's start her off with the progress report. I'll start with my at the theater show project. So I am working on the Three Little Words series by Lizzie Kate. That has, you know, all of those to stitch. So this is the first one. You've got this, be you bravely. And so that is the first one that I finished. I'm not stitching these in any particular order. Woo! Mostly I'm stitching them from smallest stitch count to largest stitch count, just because that's how I ended up cutting the fabric when I was cutting it out. This is a 28 count. I forget the name of the, I know it's 28 count. I know it's a, well, that one word that I always say wrong. Welch. Anyway, you know the one with the shop, the shop, oh good lord. This is why I wasn't going to do one, because I'm tired, and I'm saying the crazy things. Anyway. Linen, the linen that starts with a W, in a pretty blue. So this is what I have been working on at the show. This took me, I would say, 2 weeks, but I only worked at it while I was at the show, so 4 shows, which is setup, first act, intermission, second act on Fridays, and then just repeat that 3 times on Saturdays. So that is what I have worked on and got that accomplished. I'll be starting the next one next Friday when I'm back to the theater. If you guys haven't seen it, the the video immediately before this one, I shot a little bit of the, why did I put that away? I'm not ready to put that away. Anyway, a little bit of what we've got going on backstage so you can see where I'm at. The theater, the community theater that I work at, has 2 theaters in the theater. So one is your traditional stage, and the other is a center stage. Now the center stage is the big stage and is sort of what they're known for, and the center stage seats about 900 guests, whereas the small stage, the one where the show I'm working Tuck Everlasting. Did I say that? Anyway, I'm working Tuck Everlasting. Anyway, that one only has like 600 seats, and it's more of a traditional setup with, you know, stage right wing, stage left wing, and then we actually have a hallway behind the stage that the actors run back and forth. And you can all see that in the video immediately before this. So go check that out so you can see kind of where I work and what I do. I'm thinking about maybe doing one, because last time when I was on Aida, I just showed you pretty much Vom 3, and that was it where I was working for that show. So maybe I'll go through some of the doors and show you how the 2 back hall stage areas are connected, and you get a little bit of the other VOMs on center stage. They're now putting on Music Man. Go see it. I'm really happy with Tuck Everlasting. The music is like permanently stuck in my head, and I'm always singing something, you know, let this be the day where I'm free from this cabin, or, you know, something like that. Anyway, the second cross-stitchy thing that I have been working on is my Oh Holy Night Nativity. This is a pattern by Stony Creek. I'm stitching this on a 28 count dwarf blue linen from Picture This Plus, and I put in all that straw. All of that lovely, lovely straw. And it's really confetti heavy, and it takes me forever to do. It's just kind of slow going. Truthfully, I only worked on it one day, so had I actually settled in and worked on it a little bit more, there would be more done, but you know how it is. Sometimes you feel like working on what you feel like working on, and that's really all there is to it. So I have a lot more straw to do. I want to finish up kind of the straw over in that one area where I'm working before I'm going to move over to the towards the left a little bit, put in the sheep, finish the sheep and the straw, and then I'll move to the right to the 3 wise men. And as soon as I'm done with the 3 wise men, I'll be done. I don't have any real target date to get that done, so I'm not shooting for Christmas. I suppose if I was really, sorry, I was watching Princess. She's over here getting, hey, stop! 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 You're being a pain. No. She loves plastic bags, and she's trying to tip over the garbage can because she wants to nuzzle into the plastic bag. Hey, stop it! What was I saying? I don't remember. Anyway, I left Santa's Village at work because, like I said, when I left work, I had no intention of doing a video, but now I'm home and doing a video. You don't get to see Santa's Village. I'm working on the sleigh works. I just got some red roof in, and so that's about all that has been done there. Let's pause while I sort out the cat. Anyway, now she's over here where she's going to contemplate kitty murder because that's what she does. So that's everything that I stitched on, except you don't actually get to see everything since I left half of everything at work. Alright, so let's move on to our Stitchy Stashquisitions. My back order from 123 Stitch came in, and it was just the spring smalls from Lizzie Kate. So I am content with the amount of Lizzie Kate things I have in my collection right now. There are definitely some things that I don't have, but for the most part, I'm good with what I've got. I'm good with what I've got. So today in the mail, I had, yeah, okay. So today I had got my bag of the month from So Much to Love. And if you watch Stitcherista's video, you know it is these cute little bags with the silly bunnies on it. And this adorable pink little flower fabric. Isn't that fun? And we have a fun little pink lining with stripes and dots. Well, wiggly stripes and dots. Anyway, that's fun. So I like this one a whole lot more than I liked the February bag. You guys remember I thought the February bag was kind of ugly. Although some of you really like the February bag. So, just goes to show that we all have different tastes, and that's okay. Also included was jelly beans, yummy. An adorable needle minder with the peeps. Those are cute. I don't like peeps. I don't eat them. Actually, marshmallows as a whole make me sick. I can eat one, and I'm done. Anyway, peeps. We have a little, this is Sweet Little Wood. It is a rabbit-shaped bobbin winder. I'm confused because it says Sweet Little Wood, but this is definitely cardboard. Whatever. I don't use bobbins anyway. And then we have this darling little charm, tiny little bobbin charm for the charm bracelet that is going along with this year's So Much to Love theme. And so there is that. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff. Alright, I'm going to take a pause and turn around and set this down on the desk, and then we'll be, you know, playing shortly. Desk rearrangement successful. Let's move on to Oh Yarn. Oh Yarn is right, my friends. So stuff happened. Stuff in the way of a beautiful hand-picked, either a fade set. It's not really a true gradient set, more of a fade set, but you start with the dark purples and end up with the beautiful, sort of a light A green-blue, very reminiscent of ocean. I should take them out of the plastic to show you, but not gonna. So this is all Mrs. Babs. The purple is Cool Change. This is Iolite, I-O-L-I-T-E, Iolite. This is Lost in Paradise, is this one. And the last one is First Class. So I have 1,200, no, 1,600 yards to make a something with. I am not interested in making a sweater, so it's going to have to be a shawl or something. I've got cat hair all over me. Cat, I got cat hair all over me. So there's that, but that's not enough. There was also this beautiful set, and this was put together for the Fading Point set, which I always want to say Pocatelli, but it's not Pocatelli, Locatelli, because there's Pocatello, Idaho, and so just, I know it's wrong, just, you know, deal with it. Anyway, so I saw this, and it was absolutely beautiful, and I was working on doing a sort of a fade or a blend myself that included this color here, which is Abstract Art, this one here, which is Endless Summer, and there was one other that wasn't included, but I really liked these two, and so I just, when I saw that they had already put it together for me, I went with it. So we've got, I think this is Lilac, this purple right here is Lilac, this is Irises, Endlessly Searching, Abstract Art, and the pink is First Date. Have I swung that around enough for you guys to see that? So that is 2,000 yards. Yeah, 2,000 yards. This is wool cashmere nylon. It's super soft. The other is just a superwash wool. Also, in that order, from Miss Babs, of course, because y'all know I'm addicted to Miss Babs. Let me, on her website, she also sells stitch counters, stitch markers. This'll do. This'll do nicely. So I ordered a set of little stitch markers from her. You can get multicolored beads. You can get these beads in like one color. So these are all the purples. There's multicolored ones. There's blue and red and pinks and all sorts of colors. So I ordered 2 sets of the purple ones. So those wonderful stitch markers came. And then I had ordered, I don't think these had come when I saw you guys last. Let's use my my tweezers because that actually works really, really well. Except these are not that big. Anyway, I ordered, there's 5 of these. So each of these set had 2 of these little pansy charm ones, plus one of these, and then there's like another color purple that I'm just not pulling up right now. Anyway, so I keep those in another thing. So I ordered 2 of those, so I got 10 of those stitch markers. And instead of storing those in a thingy, like I kidnapped my Pansy needle tin that I got from Clay by Kim last year before she sold out in an instant. Wow, I can't buy anything from her anymore just because she sells out in an instant, so I'm really grateful for the couple of little things I was able to buy last year. Anyway, so those stitch markers came, and then I ordered and received a couple sets of these little pear-shaped what's-its stitch markers. So I use these when I find a mistake, so I just loop one over where I think my mistake is, and then I take it over to Mom and have Mom look at it, and she's like, yep, that's your mistake. So she teaches me how to fix it, so I'm getting, it's total Utah-ese for you guys, Anyway, so I'm getting a little bit better at being able to fix my own mistakes. So let's pull out this thing. Look how small my giant ball of yarn has gotten. It's not a giant monster skein anymore. That's because it's all monster skein over here. So let's tuck this away. Show you how I'm doing on my Brickless. This is Brickless from Martina Behm. It's a simple pattern. I have thoroughly enjoyed working on it. I typically don't have any problems. Oh, this is just not going to work. Anyway, I typically don't have any problems when it comes to working on like the garter rib section here or the rib section up here. It's usually this messy lace bit where you do a yarn over and then knit two together that gives me fits, and this is usually where I make all my mistakes. But I'm working on the very last set of repeats up here for the, showing it to you at the back. I'm showing you the back. No wonder my side looks so pretty. Let's try it this way. Look! This is the front. Anyway, so this wonderful lacy mesh bit here and then down here. This is the last repeat, and then I get to bind it off. And so I've completed 3 of those, which means I have, well, 3 is a down and back. And so there's 10, so 3, 7 more down and backs, and then bind off. Actually, I think it's a down and a bind off. Or it's a down and back and bind off. I don't know. Anyway, so here it is in all of it's monstrous, you guys. It's monstrous. I'm looking forward to it being done. So we can, you know, model the unfinished project. Like that. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, I am knitting this with, it's Miss Babs is the dyer. I'm addicted to Miss Babs. It's like instant gratification, because where some sites with their indie dyer wool, you order the wool and they dye it for you, and so you have to wait, you know, 3, 6, however long their wait time is. Miss Babs dyes whatever she feels like, puts it on the website, you order it, you get it in a couple days, and it's just fabulous. So this is wee Jammin. The size is the fabric is a Yowza, which I think they call it a light DK, a light worsted. Maybe it's a light worsted. I don't remember, you guys. Anyway, so that's this monster project. I'm so close to having it done. I keep trying to get it done, and I keep making mistakes, and it keeps going into timeout because I'm so anxious to get it done. So the true answer is I should never knit when I'm in a hurry or anxious to get something done. That just should not be a thing. What are you doing? Alright, whatever. Did you see her? No, you don't. She's over here being cute. Alright, so that did get to go to timeout for a little bit. So then I worked on 100 Acre wood. Let me pull this out. 100 Acre wood. It's a Helen Stewart pattern. So just make a mess. Why not? That's the front side. Let's show you the front side. So here you can kind of see, I'm holding it upside down just because just holding it by the needle seems to help a bit. So I've got quite a bit of stockinette stitch done. Here's my stitch marker where I was the last time you saw it. So I've come up a pretty long ways, and I've just done my first color change. So you can't really see it because it's not even a down and back, it's just a down. So I have added the second color to the pattern. So here it is, you know, kind of in comparison to this light baby pink that I've got. So this is Marianated yarns. It came in a set. It's their Scrumptious HT, I think, wool. It says it's a fingering, but it's slightly thinner than a fingering. It's thinner than the fingerings that I get from Miss Babs. So I went down a needle size, and that seems to be okay. I might run out of these from the set, but I have a plan. If I do run out of yarn, I can go back up to the wool cabin, which is in Salt Lake, and probably buy just a skein of the darkest hang on guys, I gotta put things away. Anyway, buy a skein of the darkest color and then just do a couple of extra repeats down there on the end of the shawl so that it will balance out, look better, you know, do the things. So that is all I have for, all I have for knitting. That's all the knitting I've done. Mom, however, has finished another project for me. This is, the pattern is Turi, T-U-R-I, T-U-R-R-I, T-U-R-I. Not sure how many R's. This is knitted with colorway Forever Love. It's another Miss Babs. The fabric is Yet, which is, they call it a light fingering, but it's more like a heavy lace. So Mom went down a couple of needle sizes and used a ball and a half, 400, 600 yards for this. Anyway, it's really pretty. I love it. And since it is such a lightweight, yarn, a lace weight, I think I'll be able to wear it well into spring. Maybe on the crisper days of summer, just, you know, wear it into work or whatever. So I'm well pleased with it. She's working on another pattern, There and Back Again is the name of the pattern. It's another shawl for me with the Knitter's Nightmare Twilight Garden that I bought. I think I showed you guys a little bit. So she's nearing the end of that one. So this is kind of weird. I'm knitting stuff for me. Mom knits stuff for me. I'm going to have so much stuff for me. I need more people to knit for. I need more knit-worthy people. Anyway, so that is all the yarn, y'all. So let's look at more. Stashquisitions. Even though it's not really, you know, stashquisitions of anything. Maybe I need another tag that says ridiculous purchases and gifts and racks and things. Woohoo! Let's do with purchases. Not Stitchy related. So a couple, I mean, it was mid-March when I went on my crazy buying spree. And anyway, I bought this lovely oil painting of pansies, and it has finally arrived. I love this. Absolutely love this. Love it, love it, love it so stinking much. Love it. So it is definitely going to be hung up on my wall. Although I'm trying to decide if I want to hang it on my wall or if I want to take it into work and hang it up in my cube. Maybe I'll hang it up in my cube. My cube is kind of devoid of meanness. There's some things, but, you know, not a lot of things. And then today, this one came from Poland, and it is a watercolor of pansies. And this is just adorable as well. I'm so pleased with this. So this needs to be taken care of, framed up, stabilized. So there's that. And along with it, the artist sent a little set of a bookmark of pressed flowers, pansies and stuff. I see that's kind of shining through. There you go. You can kind of get an idea of the little bookmark. So that's really pretty. Pleased with that. As pleased as can be. And then I had the most amazing rack from one of y'all. Have to look at the Joni. Wonderful, wonderful Joni said she had some fabric in her stash and it was pansies and could she send it to me? So I said yes, of course. And so she sent me, yeah, I'm just going to show it all of this. So here is a beautiful, look at this. Look at the colors on those pansies. They're so rich and so vibrant. Just bright as bright can be. I think these will go really well with the other set of pansies on black fabric that, oh my goodness, one of you others sent to me. Names, guys, names. I'm terrible with names. You will forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm terrible with names. And then there was a whole bunch of fabrics. So here are some tiny blue pansies on blue, and they have a little bit of a silver sparkle to them. And then here are some more blue pansies, a slightly bigger bouquet Silver Sparkle, slightly larger cut of fabric. I haven't even measured the fabric, you guys. That's how crazy busy I have been with the theater and everything, is I have time to open stuff, to pet it, to oogle it, and I just haven't had time to measure it and make plans for it. Let's see, next up is another type of blue pansies. This one has a little bit of a gold sparkle to it, and there's even more of that fabric. I don't know how much it is. Like I said, I haven't measured it. Lots. There's lots, you guys. So there is that, and then the last chunk of fabric is the really big print of all the blue pansies with a little bit of gold. So there's all that. All of those beautiful pansies. So those are lovely and fantastic. There's a lot of that stuff. So I have so much pansy fabric, I could make a big thing. One of these days when I get enough time to actually make a big thing. So there is that. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. I think I showed last week I bought the spring for the extra gigantic pop-up container thing, so maybe I'll do one of those. Maybe I'll use that to make the big one, because I think I've got enough yardage. So that's everything. That's cool. I went up to Idaho last week to see my best friend who lives in Arkansas. She had driven out from Arkansas with her oldest son to pick up her two oldest girls who are enrolled in at BYU, Idaho, up in Rexburg, Idaho. So I went up there to see her. We met at BYU in Provo when we were roommates, and have just been friends ever since, and that was like 1992, so, you know, go us. I have a friend that I've had for a long time. I think Lisa only beats her out by a couple years, but that's just because Lisa and Laura have been with me since junior high, so I know. I don't make a lot of friends, but the ones I have, I keep. So that was great. I got to see her and talk with her, and we just sat around for like 5-6 hours while her girls packed up the rest of their apartment, loaded stuff into the van. At about 4 o'clock, the girls were like, we're hungry, we haven't eaten all day, so we went to the fanciest restaurant in Rexburg, Idaho, which is an Applebee's. It's been growing a little bit. Maybe there's a fancier one there that I don't know about. But anyway, so we went over to Applebee's about 4 and had dinner. And after dinner, we went back to their apartment, and it started to snow. How rude. But apparently that's just, well, it's just the way the spring has been, you guys, with the weather. Snow, no snow, snow, no snow. Anyway, I went back over there, and about the time that they were getting tired and ready to crash, my other friend got off of his shift at work, and so he was like, so where do you want to go for dinner? And I'm like, wherever you choose. So he treated me to dinner at the fanciest restaurant in Rexburg, Idaho. So I was back at Applebee's at 9:30 at night. So luckily I had a different wait person both times, so it wasn't the one who saw me at 4 o'clock looking at me going, weren't you just here? I'm like, no, I wasn't just here. No, not at all. Not at all. So it was good to talk to him, and we had a good meal, good conversation. Only got to see him for like an hour and a half. He misunderstood the days that I would be there. I gave him dates, which was the 12th and 13th. He interpreted that as being Friday and Saturday, and so he didn't realize that. Anyway, it was just a mix-up. It's okay. He's cool. He's cool. We'll see each other sometime later, whenever. Yeah, so I had a good time. Since Charity and her girls pretty much took off Friday morning first thing, and my friend had an earliest shift, so we couldn't meet for breakfast or anything. I just kind of got up the next morning, puttered around, took my time with the shower and the hair and breakfast and all that. Before I hit the road, headed back south because I had a show to do Friday night, Friday the 13th. I got to the theater at like 1:30 in the afternoon. My call time is 6:30 in the afternoon. I didn't want to drive all the way past the theater to my house only to turn around and drive back. So I just stopped there, and I actually had Brickless with me, so I just sat in the green room and knit along for a while and just enjoyed the nice time that I had and the quiet and the peace. And so that's when I got almost all the garter. I did almost all the garter stitch band because I had like a couple rows already done. Did all that, did all of the garter stitch band, and did my first repeat of the lace band. So that was nice. I did nothing. And then I was a crazy person and changed all the ensemble many times. Many times. All the dresses. It's crazy because I swear they start out in their 1890s high-waisted dress costumes, and then we change them into carnival, then we change them into the 1890s, and then we change them into carnival, 1890s carnival, 1890s carnival, back and forth and back and forth, and wig changes, and I mean, it's not bad. This is the job I signed up for. It's not that I'm really complaining, but it really feels like every time I turn around, the girls are coming off stage and we're changing them either from 1800s to Carney or from Carney to 1800s. It just, you know, it's never ending. It's a Winnie. Anyway, over and over and over again. So, that's that. I thought you guys would like to know that I am really kind of happy and content with my life. It's not super sexy. It's not super glamorous. But I have a cat that loves me. Okay, I have a cat that tolerates me. And a nice home, and a good job, and really random people at the theater. It's not bad. I'm a happy camper. I like my life. So there you go. Crafts that I like, things to keep me excited and interested, just happy. So there you go. Thank you, everybody. All y'all. Yeah, y'all is singular. All y'all is plural. I learned that from some Texans when I went on an art trip through Europe once upon a time. Anyway, thanks all y'all for showing up, liking and subscribing to the channels and seeing the videos and giving us comments and suggestions and ideas, and I'm glad you're all here. I accidentally left my list of newbies at the theater, or not at the theater, at work, so that's why I don't have any shout outs for new folk. I'm really glad that some of the rest of you have really taken up the call to arms to help get out the names of other people who are floss tubing, other people who are new, make sure that everybody gets seen and has a chance to get heard. I'm forever grateful to Joe Gregoire, who gave me my first shout out way back in the beginning of time, and to me Joe was one of the big ones. You know, she'd been in the game long time. She had so many followers. You know, Joe was, you know, top of the list. She was, you know, the big time. So forever grateful for her. I'm glad to see that she does do videos from time to time. She took a bit of a hiatus there, but she's back doing ones every now and again. And I mean, with that cute little grandbaby of hers, I don't know, grandbaby a lot cuter than Flosstube. It's true. So, there you go. That's me. Thanks, everybody. Love you a lot. Remember to be kind to everybody around you. You don't know what fights they have going on in their head. Kill them with kindness, right? Right. Love you. May you get plenty of time to stitch all the things you want. May Stitch Mania not drive you nuts. I'm never doing Stitch Mania, you guys. No, never. Not my deal. May Stitch Mania not drive you nuts. May that frog stay far away from your house. Hugs and stitches, everybody. Bye.